From the moment the world learned Josh Duggar had been arrested on child porn charges, it was widely assumed that he would be going to prison for a very long time. But it's important to bear in mind that his family is one of the most wealthy and influential in the state of Arkansas. That means there's a very real chance that Josh will beat the charges against him and once again avoid suffering any sort of consequences for his abhorrent actions. And it seems Josh's high-priced defense team is putting out all the stops to ensure that happens. First, they had his trial pushed back from July to November. The goal was to give themselves more time to prepare, but there were likely ulterior motives as well. After all, Josh's arrest is no longer the #1 topic for tabloid headlines, something his lawyers likely anticipated when they made the move. But eventually, the 33-year-old father of 6 will have his day in court, and his legal team will need a strategy. That strategy: make Josh out to be the victim. As you may recall, Josh molested 5 young girls, 4 of whom were his sisters, when he was still in his teens. He avoided any real consequences, and now it looks as though Josh's lawyers are hoping to clear his name using the same strategies that helped him beat the charges the first time. They're gonna claim that as a sex and pornography addict, Josh simply can't help himself. According to a new report from Radar Online, one of Josh's arresting officers asked the former reality star about his addiction shortly before taking him into custody. During my investigation, I had found that Mr. Duggar made a statement in 2015 into the family's website regarding his admitted addiction to viewing pornography, Officer Dean Nguyen said during a hearing held back in May, perhaps tipping his hand and revealing the strategy he plans to use in court. Josh's lawyer questioned Nguyen about that claim. The attorney insisted that Josh had only been asked about his other addictions, claiming that the original question was about drugs and alcohol, not child porn. Now, Josh being addicted to drugs and alcohol would certainly help to explain an awful lot. But given the ultra-conservative community in which he was raised, it seems unlikely that he would get away with any sort of hard partying for very long. Still, don't be surprised if Josh's lawyers use that argument in court, too. At this point, they're probably planning to throw everything at the wall and just see what sticks. They may have even accepted that he's gonna be serving some time, and they're just trying to avoid the maximum sentence of 20 years behind bars. Whatever the case, the trial is just 2 months away, and it's certain to put Josh and his entire family right back in the tabloid headlines. All we can do is hope that a little public humiliation won't be the only consequence that Josh suffers this time around.